to the channel. In this episode, we've got a very special rifle that I've just recently received to review last week, and it's based around a very iconic rifle. It's a beautiful looking thing. Very excited to do this review on it, so let's get into it. Today's rifle on the table is a new Theoben Rapid. Now, I'm a massive Rapid fan. I've got lots of, I collect Rapids, and there's nothing better than a Ben Taylor limited edition Rapid. Now, I've had a quick play with this already, and just chucked a Zulus on it just to, you know, get one shot zero on it. But I mean, this is the new Rapid. I mean, it's just a piece of art, isn't it? Absolute piece of art. So, in the box, you get the rifle. You get a special Theoben moderator designed by Huggit, which we'll get out in a minute and put on. I'll show you. You get 2 magazines in these fancy little boxes. Then you get your instruction manual, and then you obviously get your fill port and instructions. Now, I'm going to be a proper bloke, and I'm not going to read the instructions because no true blokes do they, really, to be fair. So we're going to get her out on the table. I'll go through it all, go through the weights, the sizes and everything else, and we'll get a silencer on and we'll get some pellets out at 30 yard and see what accuracy she does, and also get her over the chrono. The Ben Taylor limited edition Theoben Rapid, which, yeah, look at it guys, it's unbelievable. That woodwork from form, oh my god. It's like one of the best walnuts I've probably seen ever, other than my Rapid Mark 1, and I don't even know I made that stock. I'm going to get that out eventually as well, and we'll do a comparison between the Rapid Mark 1 and obviously this Rapid to show you the differences in how they've come on since you know, Raw or whatever have made them. So it is, overall length is about 36 inch. That's from there to the end of the silencer. It tips the scales at 7.5 pounds, so it is quite light, I think, to be honest. And it's got a 17-inch Walther barrel. Now, it's got we'll start at the end again. It's got an adjustable butt pad, rubber butt pad that goes up and down. Then it comes into this luxurious form walnut stock. It's a high-grade Turkish thumb hole, this is, which is just absolutely stunning. It's got a nice oil finish on it. It's got a rosewood cap with Ben Taylor's signature on underneath it there, as part of obviously the Ben Taylor limited edition. As we move forward, obviously into the action, this one is a side lever cocking. The old ones was bolt action cocking, so obviously nice cocking there. It's got a match grade trigger with a safety catch just in front of it, like the old style Theobens had as well. It is fitted with a Picatinny rail instead of dovetail, so I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big fan of pick rails. I don't know why, I just prefer dovetail, but this one's fitted with a pick rail, which there's no problem with that. Moving a bit more forward again on the action, you can see the regulator, which is underneath the barrel down here, which is obviously fitted to the fill port, which is there, which is your standard Foster connection with a nice little cap on there. And then on this side, you have the fill gauge, just there. So it is a very nice, obviously, system, and they've done it. I think they've designed it really, really well, you know, for the filling and the gauge and everything like that. It's just a quick glance. It's not having to look down the end of barrels and all this, or spin the gun round underneath or anything like that. There also is checkering, sorry guys, on the stock. You've got obviously around your pistol grip here, and they've got some really, really nice, obviously, finger grips there. So your fingers fit really nice into that. You can have thumb through or thumb up, depending on how you like to shoot. And then you've obviously got your fore-end checkering just here on both sides as well, which is really nice as well. It's fitted with a 500cc carbon bottle, which you've got a nice rubberized finish on this. And you're probably looking at getting about 380 to 400 shots, I've been told, from this particular rifle in 177. The barrel is carbon wrapped, or it's a carbon sleeve. I think it's carbon tensioner actually, this one, for added extra accuracy. And Huggit have made them a very nice silencer for this as well. It's got the 1/2-inch UNF, so you don't have to use that one, but Huggit have made this one. It says Huggit across there, across the top there, a nice little subtle bit of huggy, and then it also says Theoben there as well, which is really, really nice. It comes supplied with two, let's put this down again. Oh, in fact, I'm going to show you this. On this side, it obviously says Theoben Rapid, then it says obviously Ben Taylor limited edition, and this is number 421 of the limited edition rum. Now, they do make standard versions of these with a standard walnut. Now, that standard walnut is also very nice as well. I've seen one of them, and it also comes in laminate editions as well. So I think there's a blue and a green you can get it in if you fancy a laminate. The same sort of design stock, but obviously, you know, the difference to walnut. I actually prefer walnut, as I do a lot of hunting, which you've seen. I've also actually was very naughty, and I've already took this out hunting. I couldn't not take it out hunting. I had to do it, and I got 2 rabbits with it, which the picture is now here, which you can see there. And yeah, it is accurate. It's really accurate, guys. I think it was 48 yards I took one of the rabbits at. I didn't try and push it because obviously, you know, I need to do a lot more practice with it on the range. But once I've done that, I probably will, depending on how long I get to keep it for. So that being said, I'm going to spin it round, we're going to get some targets out, and I'm going to put some JSBs, some QYS, and some Barra 8s through it, and we'll see what kind of grouping we get. It is quite windy down at Camelot today, which you'll probably see in a minute, but it's all about the groupings, isn't it? And we'll see what we get. But yeah, we'll spin around and get them out. So it comes supplied with 2 magazines, which is very much the same as the old Theoben style. They're a bit deeper so you can fit. I don't know why they're deeper, to be fair. But it's left-hand loading into the magazine in. This can also be shot single shot as well. Forgot to tell you that, guys. So you can cock it, and they've scrolled up the sides out here so you can put a pellet in from both sides. So it can be single shot loaded as well if you prefer to do that. And how you do the magazines is you open the top, you spin it all the way around, and put a pellet in to hold it in place. But there's also like a little pip there that keeps it in place as well. Drop the pellet in. So you put the first one in, and then spin it round. Like I said, it takes 17 shots in 177, and I think it's still 12 in 2.2. I don't know if actually they made any other calibers than 177 and 2.2 in a limited run, or if they're going to make different calibers for the standard ones. But I guess we'll find out that. So that's the magazine full. Just slots in there, clicks in, and you're ready to go. One of the downfalls I thought actually about hunting with this, guys, is that click. I don't know if you can hear that. I'll put it up to my microphone. That click, that's one of the downfalls I found about it, because obviously it is quite loud when you're out in the field. I've got, actually, I'll mention this now, guys. So I've been interviewed Ben Taylor last week, and this episode is the Ben Taylor interview for Let's Talk Airguns is coming out on Sunday, so keep tuned for that. Ben, obviously I took this down to obviously with me to see Ben, and we talk a lot about old rapids, about the factory, talks literally about everything you can want to know about rapids, FX, smooth twist barrels, everything. And we discussed about how the Theoben now could have made this gun a bit better, including that little click. So keep tuned for that, because that's coming out at 6 o'clock on Sunday. Right, let's go for the group then. And I'm going to film through the scope today, because instead of putting the GoPro out. to fly. I think that was me, that one. I'll have one more shot with the JSBs. Yeah. Right, so that's the JSBs. Now we'll try the QAS. Now we'll try the QAS. These are the heavies, streamlines in 9.58 grains. We'll have 5 shots with these. I'm actually going to single shot load it now, just to show you how to do that. So direct into the barrel there. And we'll record that again to show you the grouping with this. The only other downfall as well that I thought about this is, I don't know if you can hear that spring. It's very springy. It needs it needs dampening or something. It likes his QAS. Move that bag a bit more forward. Right then, and now 5 with the Barra 8s. These are the 844s again. Yeah, the only thing I can think of, and I'm picking fault with it, is the actual, it's a noisy action. That's a flyer. Let's go one more. Right, so that's the pellet testing done. So we'll get the cars in and have a look. So the 30-hour pellet test results are, that's JSB, which isn't what I thought, to be fair. I think this is going to be the winner actually. That's a QYS. It's a nice tight group. I know it's to be fair though guys, it is quite windy. I'm not going to try and blame. And then obviously that's the Barra 8s. So I think the winner for this one is a QIS streamlines. So will I get I'll load the mag. No, I'll single shot load it again rather than load the mag up. We'll have 5 shots over the chrono and see what she's spitting them out. Right, so I've just had one shot with the QIS. Says it's doing 722.6 and 11 foot-pounds. So that hammer spring noise really does need dampening. 11.1, 724. I don't know if you can hear it on camera when I'm pulling trigger. 11.1, 724. 11, 723. It's very consistent. Looking good, guys. 11.2, 727, and we'll have one more. So she's running roughly around about 11 inches using these QSs. And 11, 723. Yeah, so that regulator in there, that raw whatever regulator it is, I think it's a raw one, really does work, guys. It's very consistent. So my conclusion for the Ben Taylor Theoben Rapid, number 41 this is out of 10 a 15. I'm not going to lie, this rifle just ticks all my boxes. Yeah, that's my personal, obviously, view on this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The stock is just sublime. The look of it, it's unbelievable. You get, like I said, you get 2 mags with it. You get a Hugget silencer with it. You know, it's just unbelievable. Like just nice little touches about it. Everything about it's just nice. It even with its little downfalls, like obviously with that, and the noise of the spring when you pull the trigger, you know, it's a 15 for me, guys. I wouldn't recommend taking it out hunting, but me being me, I already did, and I'm going to do a hunting video with it because it's too nice to be sat in a cupboard in a box. I know a lot of people probably get these and shoot them down at ranges and bits and bobs like that. That's totally fine, but like I said, you know, it's a Rapid, and Rapids are designed for hunting in my eyes. The Rapid 7, the original Rapid 7 was designed for hunting. If you want to go down a range and shoot them, that's fine as well. If you want a different gun, go and buy a Raw or something like that, or a TM1000, whatever they are. But this, you know, like I said, it's just so well balanced and so comfy to shoot. It's just amazing all around. Really, really is amazing, and I do love it. 'Cause like I said, I'm a massive Rapid fan, and it'd be a shame to see this one go back. But I've got it for another 2 weeks, so let's see what I can get away with doing with it. But yeah, like I said, it's quality, absolute quality. So well done to Theoben now, you know. And I think from what I can gather, what I've been told is obviously these are the blocks come over from America with the triggers in, and then obviously the barrels are from Walther, and then they assemble it all in the UK. And I think they're going to start making, or want to make these in the UK when it ramps up, obviously. The other downfall, so the 3 downfalls I've got is the trigger, the spring, and the price, 2,800. That's probably why people won't be going out hunting with these unless you're very brave like me, or very stupid like me. But I think for a limited edition, there's going to be 100 made. Yeah, get one in your collection. Get it, because you don't know, you know, if they're ever going to do a run like that again. So thanks again for watching, guys. Really do appreciate you supporting the channel and watching me do all these reviews and stuff, and my hunting and my Let's Talk Airguns. Stay tuned for Sunday, because that's when we're meeting Ben and talking all about this and talking about previous Rapids in part 1 of a 2-part episode. So if you're mad about Rapids, I'll definitely tune in for that. And thanks to channel sponsors, More Edges and Night Hunting Wear again. And I shall see you all in the next one. Cheers.